Hey guys.
Hey Mike.
So my name's Mike. I have 7 poems to read for you tonight. And I'm going to launch right in because I will go long if I don't do so. This one's called Cold Oars. When I finally turned the obsession-honed efforts of keeping the winter cold out of my bones, from force of will, stubborn Midwestern indifference, or even from the calm glow of self-importance, to the sensory faith of technical layering and post-space-age fabrication, and have dived headlong into that visceral comfort. What better celebratory meal to mark this passage than St. Paul's finest pizza on St. Paul's finest glass-rimmed perch? Though I notice now with dismay that the windows are single pane and drafty, and that the night cold of our haughtiest and most outrageous winter is seeking to upend the oars of my repose. And though I notice with the panicky disdain of the hypochondriacal that my touch-screen compatible gloves are lying silently on the floor, next to the flabby and semolina-dusted ear pads of my mottled muffs. Thank you. It's really bright up here, so I apologize if it looks like I'm not looking at anyone. I'm really not, but hopefully that's okay. This is called The Acolyte. I am pouring grape juice in lieu of wine. I am slowly pulling down the wick of my hollow, brass, Acolyte torch. I'm fumbling through the damp hallways of a tan, bland building. Standing at the base of a bell tower, grinding my teeth with the organ grinder. I'm unlighting the long, white altar candles. In the basement, there's an army of brown metal fold-up chairs and a volunteer turning water into the world's worst coffee. Thank you. That was a poem about my days as an 8th grade acolyte at Lutheran Church in small town Minnesota. Kind of traumatic. This is called State of the Union. America has flypaper stuck to its shoe, and gangs of buck-toothed squirrels chucking nuts at our sinking front porches. We are a collective of smelly, disconsolate cowboys. We live in trailers full of vomiting cats, and if our dogs could speak, they'd have Tourette's. Thank you. This is called The Phonograph's Ear. I can't bear the thought of waiting in line for an eye exam at the DMV. I just want to drink cigarettes and smoke beer. I cannot question a phonograph's ear. Thanks. This is called Jersey Giants. This is the one poem tonight that I read the one other time I was here, and I tweaked it a little, so I'm going to try it out here tonight. Jersey Giants are falling from the sky, and they are populating the empty space of my television screen, both width and height, and they are populating my field of vision. And though I both see and do not see them, they're bristling the hair on my arms. And they are not live or papier-mâché, but billowy, petulant nylon balloons, slightly deflated, slow, thick-walled and rustly, and walking a jagged walk. And they were pressing up against both of my ears. And though I am armed with an army of pins, I cannot pierce those Kevlar limbs. Thanks. So I have two more, and these last two poems are both new, week or so at least. And I was a little reluctant about reading these tonight just because my evaluation process doesn't really work very well unless something has aged for a little bit. At least sometimes that's the case. But I wanted to try them out and see how they sounded out loud in a room in front of people, and hopefully I don't cause anyone too much suffering. So we'll give it a shot. This one's called Woodpile. Over the bucket of lie, there's a backwoods skyline that's bruising my eyes. And I'm waking up under a Midwest blessed sky. And on the sunburned face of a nighttime lime, the firewood died. Thanks. It is Saturday of a patriotic weekend, and I am grilling. My family and some friends have gathered on the backyard patio, and I am removed and grilling alone. And I look down to discover I am cooking a clown face. Not a mask or a strangely named recipe from a children's cookbook, or any form of euphemism. And I smell the smell of seared flesh, and it is wafting over the alleyways of St. Paul. And I see that the white makeup has started to melt and is running in tiny rivulets between the steel slats of my kettle grill. And my first response is not to shriek or toss it into the alley or kick over the grill in a lightning flash or pass out, but to look around me quietly, deliberately, for signs of detection. That night I cannot sleep for dreams of Howie Mandel peeking at me from the apex of my garage roof. Thanks, guys.